Good evening. You're listening to the PNE Flagship Podcast. Full-time at Hillsborough, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Preston North End 3. And Darren,
yes.
What did I tell you? Easy win,
We
no
won.
trouble.
No trouble at all. Yeah, I know. I was messaging you when I was saying that we're not going to win this game. We're not going to win this game. But, you know, the Preston North End doing Preston North End things, which I'm sure we'll come on to.
I was never doubtful, was I? I said to you,
You weren't,
we'll win
yeah.
this. At no point.
I was.
The lad who I did the Sheffield Wednesday podcast with, he was saying that, like, they always tire after, like, an hour of stuff. The Sheffield Wednesday always tire. So I'm thinking 2-1. I thought we can't possibly as bad first off as we were first off, sorry. And then, I don't know. I don't really know how to get this. Make no mistake about it, we were playing a mid-table League One team at best. You plonk, no offence to Sheffield Wednesday fans, you plonk that team, I know they play well first off, you plonk that team into League One, I don't think that exact squad, the depth of it, I don't think it gets even the top 6 in League One.
But we've got to... They have struggled, really.
We've got to start with, I thought they did really well, Sheffield Wednesday, though. We were awful, but they did really well first half, Darren.
Yeah, no, yeah. They definitely did well first half. And like you mentioned before about, obviously, they tire, their intensity, they were absolutely just running us ragged. You know, Barry Bannon was absolutely running that park. I think every single blade of grass was touched by that man. He was chasing down everything. You know, and that's the type of player you need to look at thinking, do you know what? Why don't we go for someone like that? Why don't we try and get that type of player? Intensity, just always running, always trying to close down everything. In that first half, we just looked a bit lethargic, and Sheffield Wednesday were just all over us like a rash. They really, really were. And I was really worried that first half. I was really worried.
Well, me and you watched Sheffield Wednesday, didn't we, last week? And we was like, wow, we'll murder these.
Yeah.
They just had nothing. I bet their fans must have been watching thinking, where was this in the derby last week?
Yeah.
But it's a really tough one, isn't it? Because we've won. And I'm sure North End fans are delighted. The people who are listening, they probably want us to get in there, which, be honest with you,
we are. Yeah.
Getting on North End at 11-2, trust me, I'm delighted with that win more than anyone. But I think there's it's a real tough one because to come back from 2-1, you get the win. I know that the saying of good teams play bad and win. Okay. Yeah. That is something that everyone's going to use. But what I want to get into is the last 6 games, Darren. Okay. So I know we've been picking up points, but like we spoke about this. So I know it's completely different. But say Liverpool at the start of the season, they were winning games and playing people like, wow, they don't look that good, do they? But they're winning. And then look at the drop-off since. And you look at our last 6 games. I know we've had injuries, but not for all of these games. The first half v Sheffield United, we were horrendous. Okay? Next game, Swansea. I thought we were very lucky to come away with a victory in that game. The first half at Millwall, we were shocking. Okay? Well, the Blackburn game, we were appalling.
Yeah.
At Watford midweek, we were fine. Thought we were all right.
Yeah.
And then today's first half, I think today's first half for me was the most today's game was the most concerning match that I've watched this season. Because coming out of that, I'm thinking, if we carry on playing like that, make no mistake about it, this best squad that we've had in a decade is going to be wasted because we won't get the top 6 playing like that.
I know exactly what you mean. Again, you can bring it back to this whole thing of obviously the Championship, one of the most hardest leagues, in English football, the pyramid as well. Forget the Premier League, from the Championship down, it's, the Championship is just so hard. If you look at the table as it stands now, you can just see how many points separate even the playoff places down to about 10th, 13th, 14th places. I think there's only about 4 points separating them. And it's absolutely mental that, as a fan, you go on and you're expecting, right, well, the games are going our way today. The teams above us have lost. We need to go out and get a win today, and we could be at this place. And then you go out and you put in a bad performance, you lose or you draw. And it's these tiny little things that keep reminding you where you could be if you would have picked up these points. Now, looking back in hindsight of the games that we've dropped, the Blackburn game, I thought we were going to absolutely walk all over them. And just, proved us wrong. We should have beaten Blackburn. I thought that we should have put a better performance in. That's an extra, that is 3 points there. Games where we've obviously, like the Millwall game, obviously the keeper howler, again, we should have gone on and won that game as well. We've only got ourselves to blame for the positions that we are in. It's no one else's fault other than the team performances. But you've got to think about it, Dan. Where would we be if we would have picked up these points?
Yeah. Well, we're sitting fifth. Yeah, we sit in fifth. And a lot of this season, I think it's brilliant that we're in fifth. But I've got to say, I mean, this season I've wondered, people have been like, no, you're wrong. It's not that it's a bad championship. It's that there's so many good teams. I completely disagree with that. This is the worst championship in a long time. Coventry, a quality, okay? But you look at second, you've got Middlesbrough in second. They're not that good. Millwall in third. Us in fifth. Bristol City, yeah, are in the top 6. I watched them against Wrexham. They were absolutely terrible against Wrexham the other night. And it's a great opportunity because, like we said, there's someone in this that are not going to get the chance. Next season, Leeds will come down, Burnley will be down.
Yeah.
Leicester, who aren't going to get the top 6, I don't think, this season. No. They'll be better next season. They'll be in the top 3. This championship season, as I've said, the time is now
it is.
for us to do something this season because this is a crap league.
100%. And I'll second that as well because, like you say as well, if the likes of Leeds and Burnley come down, let's say, for example, Wolves aren't looking too great. Let's just say they come down as well. The quality in their squad that they've got already, they've obviously built from the Premiership. They're going to keep their players. They're going to retain them, because they're going to be able to pay for them because they can afford them and the parachute payments as well. So the league's only going to get harder next season. And like you say, if Ipswich don't go up and if Leicester don't go up as well, they're only going to improve because their budgets as well, they're going to spend. So like you say, the time is now and there's no better time with the players that we've got as well, especially obviously I keep on going on about the Magic 3. I know there's only 2 involved today. But
stop it. Hey, it's the big 3. Don't you be changing my catchphrase, the Magic 3. You did that the other week and I thought it's the big 3, Darren. It's the big 3.
It's the big 3. The big 3. Well, with Magic when they play together though. We missed him today, didn't we? We'll come on to that. But yeah, like you say, it's the time is now, Dan. The time is this season. It's got to be.
The time is upon us, Paul. A couple of comments here that I wanted to touch on because we are going to get into the game, believe it or not. You can tell that we've got a lot to say tonight.
Yeah, we
were saying before we started that like sometimes we do these flagships and it's like, should we just take the piss out of Critch for 10 minutes to like pass a bit of time? Yeah. But tonight, this is why we do it, innit? I know we come on here, everyone. We're miserable, yeah, but we're buzzing. North end of one, yeah. We sit 5th in the league, but we can't come in here and be like, oh, everything's merry and rosy. Do you know what I mean? We've got to point out these things. And a couple of comments that I've seen on Twitter that I thought were interesting from Sheffield Wednesday fans. You made hard work of that from one. And another Sheffield Wednesday fan, which I'm going to ask to you, Darren. Callum, genuine question, lads. How are you 4th? Well, he's wrong because we're 5th.
Oh, well, that's actually a really, really good question, to be honest. And one you could answer in a couple of different ways, really. Like obviously with the tactical head on, and obviously we just got the better players in Sheffield Wednesday, and we just kept on fighting, going out and pressing as we're sitting on the game, and getting that goal, obviously the winner. But in a sense of obviously with that Sheffield Wednesday fan, I know where it's coming from. They're obviously where they are. They've hardly got any players. They've had to loan half the team and make sure reserves are playing as well. I think Barry Bannon and a couple of other people are only legacy from the last, the Sheffield Wednesday team before, obviously, the administration. And yeah, you know what I mean? It made us look like, if you were told, Dan, before that game, if you got a football neutral to watch that game and you had to say, right, one of these teams is bottom of the championship and the other team's fighting for promotion, they watched that first half, who do you reckon they would say that there was the team that was fighting for the playoffs?
I know what I'd be saying the team we off here at right wing back and small at left wing back because, Darren, those two were absolutely shocking. And I feel like I always say this. I love Thierry Small.
Yeah,
he is great to have in the team, okay? But they they're nowhere near good. And I'm more pull this off here because Small is a winger, okay?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he's not a defensive player. I think if we were playing 4-4-2, you'd see the best of Thierry Small. But off here, he does, we were seeing today, he takes the ball out of defence, he dribbles forward with it, okay? But for someone who's so badly defensive, I know it's not his position at wing back, okay? But sometimes I think there was one where he got back in, to be fair to him, and tackled. And I'm thinking, the defensive naivety to just be ball watching. You're supposed... Thierry Small is an attacking player. Offia is a defensive player. I think for a centre-back to be that defensively naive, I think it's quite worrying. I thought Neil Trotman were back for a second there today.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, there was times where obviously, and I'm sure we'll come on to it in a minute, that a couple of mistakes that he made in the game as well. Obviously, ball watching, obviously trying to beat a player when the easiest option was just to pass it. And he decided to, try and do a bit of skill and a bit of flair and just to try and get past a player, but ended up just giving the ball back to Wednesday. But, like you say, is coming from, is that level, that step up from, I know he's obviously got him from Brighton, which is a Premier League club, but again, just experience in League One to the Championship, top end Championship football, which we are playing, he's got to be at that level. You've got to be at that level all the time. And, has he been?
Yeah, I think it's one of them because these players are going to get better. Thierry Small, I've got so high hopes for. Yeah. So do you. I just think, look, we're going for the top 6. We are. Okay.
Yeah.
If we were now where we were last season, where at this time last year, end of November, we all thought, I was sat here recording every week going, will this season end mid-table all the way here? I know Eckenbottom did his best to try and change that, but mid-table all season. And I was thinking, if you had Small and off here last season, great, stick him in every week, but it's not the be-all and end-all if you don't win, okay? Yeah. Because we were mid-table last season. Well, I know we finished 20th, but this season, I almost think we can't. Paul's got to be right wing back and Vukovic when he's back, left wing back.
Oh yeah.
I'd be saying Jamal Lewis should be starting left wing back, but it does look like he's done his hamstring today.
Oh yeah.
What's going on, Darren? We keep getting these injuries, don't we? Another hamstring.
I genuinely think that the reason why we're getting injuries, I think everyone's trying to perform to the best of their abilities because we do have a squad now where. Your likes of Todd Arson and Mads, they're obviously starters last season, have been outcasted and outshadowed by obviously Dobbin and Divine. That everyone's putting in 110% effort when they go out, and they are, and they're picking up injuries like thick and fast and this is one thing that we'll probably get onto later about obviously in January. But I think people are just wanting to cement their place into that starting 11. And we're just picking up injuries, and like you said today, Jamal Lewis injury. How long is he going to be out for now? As well as we're getting.
He'd be out, yeah. And his contract expires at the end of December. But for me, like this is our most stacked squad. We have strength in depth everywhere, but up front. Okay,
yeah.
And I think it's in other seasons. If we'd have had this many injury problems, we really would have been screwed. But so I think someone was saying, "Oh, what's that?" I think it was Jamie. And I was thinking it the other night, actually, when he played 2 goalkeepers on the bench, is this like sending a message? But I don't know what more he wants because we've got abundance of options in other areas. So I don't like that. 2 keepers on the bench. Me and Grandad were talking about this. Even if you don't think the young players are good enough, you know what? Go and stick them on the bench. Yeah, give them that experience. Do you know what I mean? Because you're not going to need 2 goalkeepers, especially with Buffon in there. So we were saying, look, there's 2 reasons why we won today, and I think the performances of the team. I think they're getting out of jail by Everson in goal.
Yeah.
Although I'll be honest, I think his form has dropped the last few games, but he can't make average saves that we pretend to be great saves every week. But today he makes a good save from the 1-on-1. He makes the penalty save. I mean, Freddie Woodman makes a penalty save at that exact end last season. I don't remember people talking about Ballon Woodman. But, hey, it's Everson. So we're all doing it. He gets the right way, makes the save, crucial save. He doesn't make that save, then we probably go on and lose, realistically.
Yeah.
But I want to give praise on this guy. I've given him praise all season. I think he deserves more praise from North End fans. And that is Lewis Dobbin. We say, if he hadn't been subbed after 55 minutes most times this season, how many goals and assists would he be on? He's on 5. Bretman, this guy didn't start the first few games of the season. I think his first start for us was against Portsmouth.
It was,
Might be wrong. Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
He's on 5 goals, 4 assists. The guy, honestly, he's a big factor behind where we are in the league this season. A big factor, Darren.
Yeah, he's really good. And obviously that pair with him and Divine as well. They work off each other. They balance off each other. And if you keep up to date with him, I don't go for a tangent here, but in the socials as well, they're always having little, banter with each other on the socials and Instagram posts as well. So it looks like the chemistry is there between them two, And if them are the type of players that I just wish that Preston had the cash, because I would be saying them two are the first 2 people we're buying, either in, end of the season. We're just saying, look, writing a check. There you go. That's for Dobbin. That's for Divine. But
we can change the song instead of Hecky and Stuart McCall. I think it deservedly should be changed to Dobbin and Alfie Divine. Because I tell you what, without them 2, we could be right down there this season. Dobbin, he's one of them players. Do you know what he reminds me of a little bit? What you remember? He'd fade in and out of games, but he'd get you goals, he'd get you assists. This is for his first probably year. Do you know where I'm coming to? I'm curious because I'm taking you back to a lad that we signed in 2006. It reminds me of Simon Whaley a bit in terms of he just makes something happen out of nothing. He can get an assist out of nothing. I know Whaley was more of a winger, but I don't know. I feel I was watching that game today and I thought, do you know what? There's going to be like 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds that are on that game that in about 15, 20 years are talking about, do you remember Dobbin? Do you remember what Dobbin was like? Maybe I'm getting a bit carried away, but the numbers speak for themselves. He got 1 against Wrexham, but 5 goals, 4 assists.
Yeah,
it's almost like it's criminal to have only given him a 7 for his performance this season.
Criminal. I don't know who do that.
Anyway, speaking of Mads.
Mads. I never doubted him for a second.
He's still crap.
Match winner. What can I say? You know what I mean? It's one of them things. I'll just say, because I'll say this now. So I was obviously watching the game with my dad, and I turned to him and goes, "Oh, he's bringing on Mads." And my dad just was like, he didn't say anything, just put his hand down like this. And I just thought, oh God. I was like, well, what is going to happen now? I said, we need something. We need some like inspiration here. But yeah, I was made to be, eat my words again. Again. But,
I feel like I'm taking us all over the place today. But we don't have to do everything so structured. But first off, let's finish on the first half. Could have been 4 or 5-1 to Sheffield Wednesday, couldn't it?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. They're all over us. I think the way they played was absolutely brilliant. I think one of the championship I think it was like a profile on Twitter and put on saying that a picture of Sheffield Wednesday in the first half against Preston, it was just the Brazil squad, pure photo of the Brazil squad. I was like, well, you know what they did? They played really well. The intensity was there. Do you know what? And it's a shame that obviously they didn't bring that into the second half, because if they did and they kept that intensity up, it, like you say, it could have been 4, 5 or 6 to even Sheffield Wednesday.
It's not a shame. Not a shame at all.
Well, for them it is.
For them it is.
Not for us.
Yeah. But yeah, we're awful first half, the worst half of the season. Second half, I feel like they just ran out of gas. I didn't think we were that much better. It wasn't a case of, it was a weird game because I can't think of one chance except the goals that we created.
I know.
Any?
Again, in going back to the comment you made earlier in the podcast, Dan, about a lack of options up top, and with obviously Millie out still, Jebison really not finding, I know he scored the other day, but, not finding that form that we've hoped to our striker and go out and do, a Premier League quality striker, he's come from a Premier League team. You expect him to be hitting the ground running. But they're finding out how hard the Championship actually is. They should be used to it, being on loan before in the Championship. You should know.
You leave my Jebbo alone.
I know.
You leave him alone, Darren.
I know, but we need to give everybody the same treatment here, Dan, on this podcast, don't we?
Jebison catching strays off you there. I think I've been a bad influence on you, Darren.
You have, yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, no, it's just that second half as well. I just want to mention as well while we're on the subject, second half, going into that penalty, obviously given a fire with that handball. Now,
what's he doing?
I know he does hit it. He just threw his hand at the ball. I was like, what is he doing? Oh, I could not believe he did that. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it.
Just stupid, weren't it? I mean, I was sat thinking, how's he not got a yellow card? Yeah. But my granddad was saying that it's the double jeopardy rule, which seems to come in and go out every season. But to me, if you've deliberately handballed it in the box, it's a yellow card. I don't care about double jeopardy. Do you know what I mean? You should be, whether you've been yellow card, you shouldn't get away with it just because you've been yellow carded earlier in the game. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I was talking to Dan from the Sheffield Wednesday podcast, and I was saying, I think the ref was... I know, like, we get ref to a different standard, and I think we did today, because I think the ref gave a lot to us today. I feel like we got... I know they got a penalty, but I feel like we got a lot of the little decisions. Yeah. Lindsay, how did Lindsay not get a yellow card? I know. What was going on there?
I know.
And our first goal, I thought they could have easily got the foul. You know, we got the corner, but their player should have been a foul for me. But hey, that's just what happens, isn't it? You get the rub of the green when you're up there at the top of the table.
Indeed.
As I'm sure I'm going to hear all week. Bad teams play well. Good teams play well, but win.
You do?
I think I've just butchered that. Been a long day.
We all know what you mean anyway. We all know what you mean. But yeah.
We know what. Someone knows what. You know what I'm saying. What's the catchphrase, Darren? Come on, my mind is completely gone. I'm trying to get in touch with Critch at the Christmas markets. So, good teams don't play well, but go on and win. That's what I'm looking for.
That's
Third time lucky. There you go. I can't be perfect with everything I do audio-wise, people. Anyway. Yeah, right. Oh, Darren, we buried the Jebo song. Can we please look? Great support today. They went, we didn't. I've been to Sheffield Wednesday more times. You know, I think I've been to Sheffield Wednesday more times than I've been to school in my life. But I'm sorry. First it was Tommy, Khan and Baby. Then it was, before that it was Cameron Archer, Baby.
Yeah.
We're not going back for thirds, are we? Yeah, we are. It's Lewis, Dobbin. Gee, there's more than 3 songs out there. Come on. There's more than 3 songs.
Oh, be careful, Dad. Be careful.
It wasn't a slap in Paul Huntington's face, club legend, that we started singing the song about Declan Rudd and Menos Matic. Dear me. It's not that hard. There's more songs out there, Darren. There's more songs.
There is more songs out there,
but... Is there anything else we want to touch on the game or what? It's pissed me off.
On the game, no, you know what? Win's a win. You know, I was very disappointed with obviously the way we performed in the first half. And I was saying to you, wasn't I, in the group chat that, you know, I hope Paul Eckingbottom got them into the dressing room and absolutely just, you know, let rip on them, to be honest, because I think that's what they needed. And they come out and obviously turned it around in the second half, you know, a lot pressing Sheffield Wednesday and just putting that ball into the box and getting the win.
Yep, there you go. You just take it, don't you? It's 3 points. We move on. Yeah. But I said to you before, I feel like we might be on here in a couple of weeks, and I can imagine myself going, the warning signs were there, but hopefully that's not the case. Should we give Critch abuse for a few minutes? What? Christmas markets today. I thought he was going with his bird. He sent us pictures with all his mates.
Oh. What? Well, I thought someone joined then. Someone joined.
Oh, is he here? Hey!
Hey!
Rich! Your signal's awful. Your signal's as bad as that performance today. His signal's gone. You're in clear HD, mate. No signal. Fancy getting on the train at the time we said we were calling you.
I know. I tell you.
Hey, skin fade's terrible. We can't hear you, Critch. He's here in spirit. Should we do our predictions for the next game?
Oh, yeah. Tell you what.
The train driver talk.
The train driver's talking. Oh, are you with your Blackpool friends?
Well, anyway.
Anyway, Critch, it's been a pleasure. They've gone. I was just about to say, Critch, it's the most sense you've spoken since you joined the podcast. This is.
Oh,
Sorry.
No, I was just saying what a good addition to the podcast you've been over the last few months.
amazing.
We still can't hear you. Right, we can
You can't hear me?
Right, yeah. How's your day been, Critch? You went to the Christmas markets with all your friends.
Yes.
Are you trying to give me editing jobs or what? Come on.
Oh,
We
Chris.
can't have F-bombs on the podcast.
The first rule of the flagship.
Yeah, I know. No bad language.
No, anyway.
His signal's gone anyway,
While his
Critch.
signal's
It's been a
gone,
pleasure.
I think I'm going to, Critch's spirit animal is almost coming out on the podcast. So I want to make a shout out.
How do we mute him? Go on.
I want to make a shout out in the style of Critch. It's a shout out to a certain team that got beat today. I think we all know who that is. By a team who's not won away all season. And that team, ladies and gentlemen, is Blackpool Football Club, who lost 3-0 to Reading at home. Well.
And then you've got Critch, who so basically, because the listeners might not know, so Critch basically went to the Christmas markets today, right, with all his mates. He works at a gym in Blackpool, and they're obviously all Blackpool fans, so he's picked the day to go with them. And obviously Blackpool get beat 3-0 to Reading. North End win 3-2 at Sheffield Wednesday. So you can imagine just how annoying Critch was to those Blackpool fans today. Critch,
let's just say I was unbearable.
He's there, yes.
I muted you and you're still managing to talk.
There you go, you see, there's no muting me.
Oh, did you have a good day, mate?
Yeah, I had a really good day, to be honest. Really good, really good.
Did you have a drink or not?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I can let you off then for the F-bomb. Did you try Guinness? You've never tried a Guinness.
I've told you, I'm saving it for you.
He's saving it for Rovers away.
Yes, I will. I promise.
If you call them Rovers one more time, Darren, you're not coming. It's Blackburn. They don't deserve a nickname, much like Hecking Bottom. Did you get to watch any of it, Critch, or not? Please don't have a piss while you're recording.
No, I didn't get to watch anything.
Again, Critch, honestly, Critch, you've making so much sense here. It's the most sense you've spoke all season, this. Right, Critch, there's no signal. Have a great day. I was going to ask you what your bet was. What did he won? He won a bet, didn't he?
He won like about 500 quid, didn't he?
Well, hopefully we can say that publicly to the world, but hey, if Critch's Bird's listening, he won a fiver. Right, let's get rid of Critch. Come on. Critch, it's been emotional. Cinema. Right. Remove Critch. He will not be able to rejoin the meeting. Excellent. Right, let's get back to it. Oh, no, I've blocked him. Critch. Right, anyway. So, yeah, Critch might not be on the next flagship, but yeah, there you go. There you go. How do we pull this show back round? Fancy being on the train at the time.
I know. Well, we can talk about the next game down, the next day game at home. Finally, a 3 p.m. kickoff on a Saturday at Deepdale.
No, it's been a while, hasn't it? When was the last one? Charlton?
The last one was Charlton.
It's ages ago, wasn't it, as well?
Yeah. Wrexham.
Predictions?
What do we think of Wrexham? Well, they managed just to get a point today, didn't they? But predictions for that game, then, you know what? We're gonna really have to rectify, obviously, the last home defeat, obviously, to Blackburn. And, I think we're going to win. I'm going to go 2-1 to Preston. 2-1. I've got a funny feeling Kiefer Moore always scores against Preston. I think he's going to score again.
You've nicked my score again. That's like the third week in a row. You're
going to have to go first next time then.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say 2-1. I think it will go 1-0 down and come back and win. I'll just say 1-0 then. 1. I think we'll win. I think it's weird, isn't it, these fixtures? I'm not a fan of it where we play Sheffield Wednesday twice in 9 games. We play Wrexham twice in the month of December. It's bizarre, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Really bizarre, yeah. And before we go as well, Critchy's prediction for the Wrexham game.
I think he's going to go with. I think Critch fancies a 4-0 Wrexham win.
Yeah.
Oh.
It sounds about right. Yeah.
There you go. Anyway, hit the follow button. Hit the
Yes.
follow button. Hit the subscribe button. What did you think of today? Are we being miserable? Comment below. Oh, actually, I wanted to run through my player ratings.
Oh.
See what you thought of them.
Yeah. Run by me.
So if you want to listen to me talk the game in more detail, head over to the North End Podcast on Spotify, Apple, www.patreon.com/North End Pod. Every audio match review will be Patreon only for the month of December. You will be entered into the Christmas raffle for the white, the blue, or the yellow North End shirt if you join £4. But yeah, right. Player ratings.
Go on.
Everson. I've given him a 7.
Yeah, because with the save, the penalty save, and I thought he did all right, but yeah.
It's thrown me a bit here because I've got in my
7.
notes 8. I've got in my notes I gave him an 8. But I'm thinking, did I on my podcast see that I give him an 8 and thought, nah, he's not having it. But yeah, he let in 2 goals. First time Sheffield Wednesday have scored 2 goals at home this season.
Wow.
So getting a 7. Off you. What are you giving off you?
I don't know if it's 5.
Right, he got a 4 off me.
Right, okay. Right.
Story, Lindsay and Hughes all got 5s.
Okay. Yeah.
Small, what would you give Small?
Do you know what? I'm good. I don't think I had the best game today. I'm going to go 5.
Yeah, I was 5. Whiteman and Thompson.
I thought, do you know what, as well, for the goal? I think Thompson did well today. I think you've given him a 6.
I'll give him a generous 5. I thought he was crap.
Oh, right.
I gave him a 5. That the midfield that first half I thought was shocking. Shocking.
Yeah.
But he's been injured, Annie, so I'm not gonna he doesn't deserve a 4 yet. What about Whiteman? Did you give Whiteman?
Well, I'm going to say the same as what I said, yeah, for both of them, yeah.
5, yeah. Oh Jesus, Critch is trying to come back in. Right. Divine and Dobbin. Divine, what do you give Divine?
Divine, say 6.
6 and Dobbin.
7 with Dobbin.
Gets an 8 from me. My man of the match.
Oh.
Jebison.
Do you know what? I don't really like being too harsh on Jebbo. I would say that he was I'm going to give him a generous 6.
A generous 6.
I would have gone 5, but I feel like I'm always harsh on him and he always comes back to bite me. You know.
Well, I gave him a 5, so.
Right. Okay. 5.
Right. There you go. I did send Critch an invitation link, seeing he tried to hijack the call, but it doesn't look like. Hey, you watching? Show's done now, so we can waffle a bit. You watching Survivor Series tonight?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Are you staying up?
Even though I'm at work tomorrow.
Oh, are you at work? What time on a Sunday?
Yeah, on a Sunday. Yeah, the weight's just fallen. Yeah, but I'm definitely going to try and watch it though. Yeah.
I thought people at hospital just took care of themselves on a Sunday.
No.
What hours have you got tomorrow?
Oh, but it's the usual 13-hour one. So I'm actually working 4 days in a row now. I mean, I'm working Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So,
it's not too bad then, is it?
No. But
do you not sit there from Thursday just dreading going back?
Yeah. The thing is, though, tonight, though, it's Survivor Series. I think I've heard the rumours of stuff. People supposed to be coming back and everything. Not coming back, but there's been some. People taking pictures.
Yeah, they put the picture of Edge up, didn't they? But he's contracted to AEW, so Tony Khan ain't going to let him, I don't think.
And also, there's obviously Steve Austin's music's been playing as well, they're practicing his entrance and stuff, so probably just come and read the attendance out. He'll read the attendance out if anything, wouldn't they?
Do you know those attendances are all false attendances? They add on about 10,000, yeah. It's an absolute joke, but yeah, I'll be sat watching that. 3:30 finish tonight. Oh, man, I can't wait.
Oh, go on. 5:30 as well. I'm not thought about it.
I was looking at WrestleMania tickets, Darren, yesterday. I was sat there, because it sometimes can be hard to get them in your basket. They were okay seats, but 360 quid. Do you know what I mean? I will end up doing it, but what I'll try and do is keep the money in my bank for as long as possible, and then probably end up doing it about Feb. But yeah, anyway, I'm sure everyone's delighted to hear about Survivor Series tonight. Comment in the comment below. What match are you most excited to? Excited to watch at Survivor Series? Dom versus John Cena. It's all going on. Anyway, we're going on here. Have you seen the score, by the way, at Goodison? 4-1 Newcastle now.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, it's pending a VAR check. So maybe it's 4-0 Newcastle at the moment.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, there you go. Anyway, look, North End, we've been a bit miserable. North End 5th in the league after 18 games. I just want to say the guy in charge at the moment, Lewis Dobbin, doing absolutely fantastic. And so anything, I'll let you send us on, Darren. Anything you want to say?
Don't want to take the mick or anything about anyone, but it's just really good seeing obviously the team playing this well. And I know for a fact that, maybe some of the players do like to have a listen to the podcast, maybe on the way back home from Sheffield.
They've turned off after Critch's appearance.
Anyway. They turned off after Critch's appearance, but if you stay...
Oh, he's ringing again! Go on, I'll let you finish.
If you stayed till the end, Lewis Dobbin, you know what I mean? You need to stay at North End. You need to stay.
He's not going to.
No, he's not going to do, but we want him to, don't we? You know what I mean? I'm sick and tired of these loan players. I fall in love too hard with loan players. That's my
problem is
trait.
Your problem is, Darren, he's on, say, 5 goals, 4 assists, yeah? You'd say at the very least, unless something goes wrong, you'd say 8 goals, 6 or 7 assists. That's at the very least, I think, yeah? If you've got them stats next summer, you're going to get picked up by a Middlesbrough or... Do you know what I mean? Unfortunately for us, we're just not going to get a player like that coming back, I don't think. I think he'll look at Kessler Aiden. He got the move to Coventry. Obviously, Coventry are pretty much promoted. You'd probably expect by now, but someone will come and pick him up. Everton's goal was disallowed 4-0. But yeah. Right. Anyway, let's wrap up.
Yeah.
We're off. Darren.
Yes.
I was going to say enjoy your weekend, but you've got a shift tomorrow. So
I know.
I'll enjoy it tomorrow for you. Palace, Man United, West Ham, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. Great football.
Big game. Yeah, that as well. Big game.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, we're off, everyone.
Yep.
North End, 5th in the league. Speak to you after the Wrexham game.